Today we are going to talk about asking and answering questions in fiction. Asking and answering questions about a text that you're reading is a strategy to help the reader understand the text. Suppose you are reading a storybook. You have a question about a character in the story. You look for the answer in the text. And when you find the answer, you understand the character and the story better. Let's understand this strategy in detail. You read lots of different types of fictional texts like stories and fairy tales and poems and so on. You'll have questions, different types of questions as you read. Your questions may be based on the title or chapter headings of the book, or your questions may be based on the pictures in the storybook or the events in the story or the characters in the story. Your questions may begin with what, who, why, where, and how. For example, what questions may ask about events in the story or the problem in the story? Who questions may ask about who are the characters in the story? Why questions ask about a character's motivation to think or act in a certain way? Where questions can be about the story's setting? And how questions can ask how does the setting affect the plot, or how is the problem solved, or how does the story begin or end, and so on. To help us manage all our questions that we note down before, during, and after reading, we use this graphic organizer that you see on the screen. This organizer helps us to record an idea from the text. You can ask a question about the idea, then answer the question, and support the answer with details from the text. So let's practice asking and answering a question in a short story. So here is your short story. You may want to stop the video to read it. Finished? All right. Now we'll go over some parts of the story. We'll ask a question and answer it. Courage. Kai was tired and thirsty after the last round. He had been training for a 5K race. Alright, that's an interesting event from the story. We can note it down in step 1. Kai was training for a 5K run. So what question can we ask based on step 1? Let's see. Why was Kai training for a 5K run? We want to know that, right? Okay, so let's read on. In paragraphs 3 and 4, we see that all Kai wanted to do was be on his own feet. It took him 2 months to learn to walk. Now he was excited that he was going to run 5K in 3 months. So, do you think you can answer the question now? Let's try. All right, he wanted to be able to run again. Correct. So, how can you support this answer with details from the text? There you go. Again, from paragraphs 3 and 4, you have the details to support your answer. All Kai wanted to do was be on his own feet. He was excited that he was going to run 5K in 3 months. You have done an awesome job. See you later.